Want to learn how to edit a Summit project? Here's how. Remember, you need to be logged in as yourself, not your little. You need to go over here to the curriculum tab since we're dealing with curriculum. Top half, your curriculum, your site. Bottom half, all of Summit's curriculum for you to utilize. I'm going to go ahead and click into the course that I would like to edit, the project. Go ahead and say Modern World 1. I'm going to go ahead and choose Imperialism Essay. So perhaps in addition to writing a persuasive essay, I want to make sure that they actually do a speech with this. Perhaps that's my edit, or perhaps I want to then therefore use different cognitive skills because they are making a presentation. Or perhaps I actually want to add or subtract focus areas because maybe my standard alignment is slightly different, or there are some additional concepts that I would really like for my students to get to this year. So here's one note. If you want to go ahead and add or subtract your focus areas, but you're totally okay with the rest of the project, then you do not need to make a copy for yourself. You can actually just go ahead and change the focus areas, and this will not impact Summit students or Summit teachers at all. So again, maybe I had additional focus areas that I really wanted to add. I could go ahead and do that, or maybe there were some that I really actually wanted to take out. Again, I could do that as well. And then that would show up just for me, not for Summit, so that no Summit teacher is surprised by that. Now, here's the thing. Right now, you are following this project. So that means that as teachers are iterating and adding resources, you would continue to receive that. So I'm sure when I said that, a question might have popped into your head, which is, wait, but what if I'm working on this project with my students and then a Summit teacher changes something in the project? Like, I don't want something to disappear from my project and for my students without me knowing. I totally understand that. That was also our initial, like, when we were thinking about the design of this feature. So to prevent that, just so you know, as soon as you assign this Project Imperial essay to any students, it actually freezes your version and it stops following Summit Public Schools, so you can no longer get those updates. So you would, if you're following, the benefit is that you just keep getting the updates, and then as soon as you're working out with your students, you can just freeze it, so then you don't have to worry about that. But again, perhaps you want to change the final performance task to better fit your needs and your values. So then I would go ahead and make a copy here. Remember that the red banner does show up in multiple pages and places in the PLP. And that's normally something that you should read and some action you should take or some context that's important. Go ahead and click the project. I am going to go ahead and edit. I can go ahead and edit any piece of this. For me, what I am going to do, which probably would be the biggest reason to want to copy and edit a project, is that I would like to create a new performance task. I would write in the name of the step there, and then I would just write in a little description right here. I'm clicking this file. So what does that do? That means that it goes to the Google Drive folder, my Google Drive folder, or the teacher resource folder from Summit. And I can choose a default template that I believe should be a part of this performance task. So perhaps, I created some type of final template that every student should have, where I want them to submit their oral presentation notes or something along those lines. Then I would select it. And this actually will save me time later when I go to assign. This step will already be linked in there and I won't have to worry about it. So let's say I went ahead and did that. That is why you see this link. Great. Go ahead and save that project. And I'm now going to save. And I would go ahead and see this new task. And it would also have a link now to the default file. Click on it, it would take me there. Great. Now let's say because I added an oral presentation, I actually want to change my cog skills. I would go ahead to change cog skills, expand the rubric, decided to add oral presentation. And when now I go back to the overview, there's no save button here. It should automatically be added. You'll notice here, there it is, oral presentation. Great. And that is how you go ahead and edit the cog skills and the essential questions. Thanks.